What's going on, people? Alright, big bloop. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Red Devil Circle. And today I'm going to help us understand, try to help answer the question, is it Amorim or is it the players? And that is what is written in our description there for this video. Is it Amorim or the players? I'll answer that in a second, but quickly, guys, take a second to subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second to hit that button, so why don't you do it and help the channel out, help grow the channel. But yeah, I just want to focus on this today, and I came out to make this video because there's growing concern about the manager, about the players. There's questions that need to be answered, and more so we need to highlight the ineptitude of the fan base, and we need to highlight how bad and toxic the fan base is. And not just, I don't want to come out here and rant about it, because at the end of the day, it's very common in the world to know that the masses, the majority of people, even the government uses this trick. The majority of people are just going to consume the information they're being fed. And it's just that simple. And once you understand that fact, there's no need to come out here and rant. We have a level-headed manager, right? And everything he said so far, he's done. And that was my problem with Ten Hag. He didn't do everything he said. He said one thing and do the other. But so far, right from the start, everything he said, Amorim said he's done. He said right from the first training session, mind you, right from the first game, mind you, he's barely had a training session with them at the time, that we're going to see us get more possession on the ball, get more comfortable on the ball. But before he took the job, he said that was one of the major problems that, of this group of players. They're not comfortable with the ball. They don't have the technical ability. But right from the start, you're going to see us try to do that. Right? Everything he said so far is done. He even predicted that we're gonna be in a slump, even after we, according to the fans, we've been playing Amorim ball, and we got some really good results against Liverpool and the likes, Arsenal. But yeah, the fans are quick to jump on the wagon. We're playing Amorim ball, but he came out in that press conference and said, look, patience, we're not there yet. And so far he's predicted the slump, but I don't think he would have predicted how bad we are. Like, we're not playing any good football that would state that this is the style, this is the Amorim ball we're trying to play. The players are not comfortable with the ball. The mentality is down. It's just some players don't fit the system, and losing a lot of games like that is going to ruffle. It's going to cause some concern within the players, and the mentality is going to come down. And we're seeing that, which is why I'm saying that we need to see him this season. And I think Amorim understands that, because he's come out and said that we need to focus on building the system, building our way of play, and focus on the next season. He said that himself, and I think that's very logical. But you see fans coming out to say that Amorim should try a different system. Mind you, right from the start, where you agreed with him and you're screaming Amorim ball, right from the start he told you that it's gonna be a process. It's gonna be hard to engrave the system um, into the team. It's gonna take time, and the disappointing thing about this fan base is that we're not even giving him that time. And mind you, he hasn't gotten the players that he needs to play this system, and it just reminds me of, like, I don't know how many of you are of age, but if you've been to the bar, it's just a lot of people talking smack and trying to be, the one that's heard the most. They want to spit facts to random people who don't even care about what they have to say, and they want to tell you, I don't even know why I said facts. Most of the time it's bullshit. They're just trying to pose as the better person, as the more knowledgeable person, and they're just, I don't know if you ever had someone at the bar come up to you and tell you some random shit that you don't even care to know. I would tell you how big they are. Like, oh, look, I'm a music producer. I don't even care. Like, no one's asked you. But yeah, there's just so many of those people in the world. Wherever you go, be it the bar or whatever. I'm just using the bar because it's a good example, because you see the contrast. There's just people that there and they talk shit, and that's not even their life, and they try to look bigger than they are, and they spit and they say all those things that they found on TikTok or whatever. Try to act like the more knowledgeable person, but most of the time the knowledgeable person is just there to have a drink, or maybe they had a bad day, have a drink and get the fuck out. They're not gonna get drunk like the rest, or even though they got drunk, you wouldn't even notice. They're just in and out. But that's exactly what we have in this fan base, and that's the kind of people the government and people in power thrive on. They feed them shit, and those people are the loudest. They voice out the shit and trying to act like they have all the information in the world. But the people with the real information are the quiet people who go about their business, and they know where to get the right information. They don't just take what they're fed and loud it. They try to find out things on their own. You just can't live like that, and people feeding you information and that's all you know. You need to go out there and find your information. And that is why I'm level-headed about this, because at the end of the day, that's how the mass of the fan base is going to be. Not everyone is that intelligent. I'm sorry, it's just facts. Not everyone is that intelligent, and we have a logical manager in that sense. And I don't know if our board is intelligent enough. I mean, they haven't come out to back the manager, which is a problem. They've given him a hard job in the middle of the season, and they've made him the face of the pressure. He's taking all the heat while they're in the back doing whatever the fuck. So that is a concern. And this movement about the manager not playing his system the right way. I mean, what the fuck? I've seen so many fans talk about this. You have no coaching license. This is his system, and you're trying to tell him how to play it better. I heard fans talking about, he's playing Dogo on the right. I'm playing Dalo on the left. He's doing it all wrong. Okay, fine, bucko. The last 2 games, he plays Dogo on the left, Dalo in the right position. And what happens? Dogo thrived even more on the left. Even when he was playing on the right, he also did very well. And it was his first game or so. He did very well on the right. And now the manager's moving to the left to play Dalot on the right, and it still exposes that Dalot is the problem. It's not about the position, it's about the player. Dalot's played shit on the left. Okay, his position is the right position is Dalot on the right. Dalot is back on the right. He's doing fuck all. The problem is the players in this team, and with less wins, with less wins and such, we just have to sim the season because they don't even have the mentality. These players don't have the mentality, and for you to expect them to play this style of football the right way, it's gonna be hard. We just have to sim the season and understand that we're trying to build something bigger here. Everyone's talking about Everton playing good football. That is just one of those teams where they hire a manager to stable the ship and the new manager bounce helps and whatever. It's a mid-table football mentality. Do you want to go bring David Moyes? He'll coach the team better. Come on. I mean, some of these fans are so stupid. I'm being honest. That's a mid-table club you're more concerned about, that they're playing better football of the last couple games. Okay, how about we go bring Ole back, because he knows how to stay the ship very well. And I'm not taking a dig at Ole. I feel like he could be a really good manager. Because guess what? He played the counter-attacking style football way better than Ten Hag did, and that's a fact. He was good at that, and yeah. But my point is, you need to give this manager time to implement his system, and with things not going our way, we need patience in the fan base. We need a lot of patience to get to that next level. I mean, a good example is Man City. Pep is not gonna change his tactics for the players. It's either you adapt or you're gonna get caught, and the better players are gonna get brought into the system. So you can't expect Amorim to give you a temporary fix. He said it when he came that this is a style of football. He's gonna stick to his principles. We have to be a team. Whether that means Dallo playing on the left and Dogo on the right. Whether that means Ahmad playing as a right back. Whether that means Hoyland playing as a goalkeeper because Onana shit. We need to trust this manager. We are playing as a team. And a lot of you got found out. Obviously, we knew the left-hand side was a problem, which was why Dogo coming in was brilliant. It was good at the time. It was good for us. But all of you acting like you've coached a team before. Play Dallo on the right and Dogo on the left. Sure, they're in their natural positions, but that shouldn't make a big difference. It shouldn't make a big difference. But the fact is, Dallo is shit. And the contrast is so big, it's so clear. Dallo can't take players on. I'm sorry to say Dallo is shit, but right now he is. He really is shit. Like, he can't do anything right. He can't take on players. He gets there, he gets ahead of a player, he cuts the ball back, he passes it back. Almost like he has zero confidence. But I think why Dallo keeps getting picked is because of his work ethic. And just like Bruno, these players are hardworking players, and even though they don't have the mentality, they don't have the technical ability, they're still hardworking players. And that's why they're getting picked. It's just facts. We don't have a lot of options, so you can't really overlook. We don't have the luxury to overlook hardworking players. If McTominay was here, he's probably gonna be getting picked as well. So yeah, you'll just need to have some logical reasoning. Take a bit, stop spitting out bullshit. Just shut up. Try to seek the right information, honestly. And that's what pisses me off about this fan base. But at the same time, you can't get too pissed off, because guess what? After Real Madrid, we're probably the biggest. After Real Madrid, we're the biggest club. So not in terms of financial, stability or whatever. We don't have that right now. We're broke. But what you get with that is you get a lot of people with stupid, just crazy reasoning, and who are just saying stuff to say stuff. We have a big fan base, so obviously most of the fan base is just gonna be people speaking utter shit, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. You can't change that. That's what you get by having a big following. Most of the people are just there, and they just don't have the right reasoning towards things. So yeah, the board is not backing this manager enough, and they're not helping him in the media as well, because it feels like a lot of things pushed out there is just to let him take the heat and cover themselves in the media, and all the things coming out about them sending letters threatening to sack people that are showing their frailties behind the scenes. They're showing their I don't know how do you say it. They're just being exposed by the things that put out in the media, and that the media is not going to talk about, because the media is part of their clientele. So you just need to be logical about these things, and I just feel sorry for people who just soak in information that are being fed to them and spit it out. But we can't let all of the fan base be like that, and you can't let these people gain tracked and try to get this manager fired. We shouldn't do that, because at the end of the day, the manager is the only consistent thing we have right now, and everything he said he's done. Everything he said will happened, and now people are trying to get rid of the manager, which is illogical to me. But yeah, we're still in the slump so far. No one would have expected it would be that bad, but even Amorim, at least I think he probably expected at least we'll be playing the football a little bit better. But it's been really bad. I mean, that first hour of that game against Everton is just horse shit. And people who championed giving Maguire a new contract. I mean, what could you do? I mean, we're desperate. We don't have the money. We don't have a lot of options. I can. There's nothing I can say about that. It's been done. At least it's a 1-year contract, but you could tell that we need better players for the system. We need better players for the system. Dalot is a hardworking player, but he's not technically gifted. The midfield needs work. Bruno, he needs better players around him. And I'm saying that just to hide the fact that he's been terrible, but he does need better players around him. I think when he's with the Portugal squad, he plays better, because you have players that are better than him, and he needs to blend in, and that's just what happens. He plays a little bit better when he's playing with the national team. And yeah, and one last thing, and maybe a message for Amorim as well. This is how you know the players that are gonna the lighting is a bit shit here. This is how you know the players that are gonna help you going forward. When the team is down and buried, when you're playing in the game, God, the lighting is so bad. Guys, I'm sorry. When you're playing in the game and a lot of players have down twos, you get 1, 2, or 3 players that are still busting their ass off, and those are the players with the right mentality. And it's sad to see that our captain is not one of those players. I mean, we had to get a goal. I mean, he got the goal, but before that goal, he'd been shit. And you saw during Ronaldo comeback era as well, it was only David De Gea, Antonio Elanga, and Ronaldo who was still busting their ass when everyone else had down twos, even Bruno. And as a captain, you gotta be one of the people busting your ass, busting your guts, to give the team something when everyone is playing shit. And Bruno, so far, has showed me he's not that. So, mentality is also Bruno's problem as well. And you need to bring in players with the right mentality. We're gonna keep going when everyone else isn't. And you need at least in your squad at least 8 people with the right mentality. At least 8. You have at least 5 playing playing on the starting 11 and is rubbing off on others, and you have at least 3 on the bench. You know, you need people with strong mentality in this team, and that's how we're gonna go forward. So we need to sign players. So my advice to you: quit talking shit about the manager. There's proof out there that you are not as big as you think you are. You don't have any coaching badge. You don't have any coaching certification. So just ride the wave. Like he said, we're in the eye of the storm, and there's nothing you can do about it right now. We're not gonna get relegated, so relax. We need to see him this season, get him the players he needs, and we have a logical manager. And I just hope the pressure is not too big for him. I just hope he has a good circle around him. We're gonna stick with this system, because let me tell you what, I'm with the manager, but the very moment he changes his system to do what's the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And all the managers before him have failed because they try to adapt to these players. He's done a great deal of a good job getting Rashford out, because Rashford doesn't suit a system of keeping the ball. Rashford is a counter-attacking player, and he's gonna thrive at Aston Villa because they do very well on the break. So Rashford wouldn't even be able to get into a Man City team for the same reasons I've just told you. So I just hope he has a good circle around him, because the very moment he changes his system just to adapt to these players is the moment he's got one foot out the door of Manchester United, because that's what previous managers who failed before him. That's what they did, and I'm pretty sure he knows that, because he's one of the only managers that came out and spelt the problems of Manchester United before he took the job. He knows his job, and that's what gives me a bit of calm. Thank you guys for listening to this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe. This is a must-watch video because every fan needs to hear this. We need to be level-headed. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.